Welcome to Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
I'm Jack Collison and welcome to the show.
I hope this contest can live up to its promise and continue to stand for peace and dignity for every person.
This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
Welcome back. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? We have all our Eurovision 2025 finalists. The semi-2 drew to an end last night, and I think I can speak for everyone and say we're all quite shocked. We also have our running order for the grand final, which was compiled by the ever-controversial Christa Björkman, following the drawing of lots for the first half, second half, and for the so-called producer's choice, where Björkman could just put anyone wherever he fancied. This has led to an interesting running order, so let's go through it and take a look at each of our finalists. Song 1, Lighter by Kyle Alessandro from Norway. Obviously it's an energetic start to the show, from a song that hasn't ever really been seen as in it to win it, so it's just a fun, nice opener. A sensible choice. Song 2, La Poupée Monteleçon by Laura Thorne from Luxembourg. This makes sense, as it continues the recent trend of trying to keep the pace up with Song 2, instead of just giving it something to die with. However, it feels a little bit of a shame to give this to Luxembourg, after they emerged as a potential dark horse contender earlier in the evening, something which seems to have been cut off here and now with this running order. Still, it'll work well here, but certainly takes it out of any conversation of winning. Song 3, Espresso Macchiato by Tommy Cash from Estonia. Putting this here feels like Björkman is utterly scared of the scale of the televote Tommy Cash might receive, certainly based on YouTube views, and is trying to do what he can to minimise that. Will he succeed? We'll see. Song 4, New Day Will Rise by Yuval Raphael from Israel. Song 5, Tavo Akis by Katarsis from Lithuania. One of the biggest surprises for me was Lithuania making it through, but I think Katarsis proved themselves worth their slot in the final last night, and it's certainly something worthy to detox with after Song 4. Song 6, Isa Diva by Melody from Spain. I don't really see a world where Spain don't come bottom 5, especially with this slot. It takes a lot to motivate people to vote for the kind of songs position number 6, and I don't think Melody can do it. Song 7, Bird of Prey by Zyferblatt from Ukraine. It's now 2 years in a row that Björkman seems to have rigged Ukraine's chances in the grand final. Last year he put them in the deaf slot, this year they're on Song 7. While a slightly better position, it seems like it's a dirty tactic to minimise Ukraine's televote. Maybe Christa is still hurt about his experiences during Kyiv 2017. Song 8, What the Hell Just Happened by Remember Monday from the United Kingdom. Based upon their performance last night, I hate to say it, but I think Remember Monday would be lucky to avoid last place, and even perhaps a 0 points, if not another double 0. The entire package is Ember's levels of bad, and it's only one slot away from the running order Embers had 4 years ago. Song 9, Wasted Love by JJ from Austria. I struggle to see how Austria can win this contest. Good running order or not, however, Song 9 is about the first chance in the running order you have for a winner to break through. It's the same position Loreen won from, but I think Austria is going to be forgotten by the televote entirely. I just don't see the win happening. However, Austria following the UK will kill any chances we had of getting jury points. Song 10, Roa by Vibe from Iceland. From one boat to another one. Maybe Iceland will show televoters a fun alternative to the artsy, pretentious and stuck-up boat-themed song on before it. Who knows? Unlikely to do massively well, but lots of fun all the same. Song 11, Burman Laime by Tautamatas from Latvia. Latvia is a brilliant addition to the final. Who knows where it'll land, but I'm so happy it's here. Song 12, C'est la vie by Claude from the Netherlands. This could be our winner, but I'm doubtful. Maybe it'll break through in second or third positions in either vote and win as a compromise. Still, I like it a lot. Song 30, Ish Komme by Erika Vikman from Finland. From this point onwards, the running order starts and never stops. We step into a rhythm of crazy insane entry, one such as Ish Komme, and then we go to a quieter ballad and then back to a crazy insane entry. Finland being the first in the pattern will play well for it, as it's almost like we're restarting the running order again. I expect it'll end very high. Song 14, Volevo Essere un duro by Lucio Corsi from Italy. This has probably been my biggest grower of the year. I was bored with it at first, but now I genuinely think it could be a winner. Never count Italy out. Song 15, Gaia by Justyna Steczkowska from Poland. What was I saying about a crazy, insane entry? Well, now it's Poland's time to hit that. Song 16, Bala by Abo and Tina from Germany. Germany will either finish 25th or 5th. I'm not sure that there's any in between. I love it either way. Song 17, Astro Marta by Claudia from Greece. I fear Greece will get lost here, but it's a nice detox after Gaia and Bala. Song 18, Survivor by Parg from Armenia. I can't see Armenia doing any better than bottom 10, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. A good song to sandwich between Greece and Switzerland though. Song 19, Voyage by Zoe Meh from Switzerland. The only slot in the running order, picked by random, and it's pretty much the ideal spot. This is one to watch. It could be our winner. Let's see on Saturday. Who knows? Song 20, Serving by Miriana Conte from Malta. Again, we're at a crazy, insane entry. I think the televote will be high, but good luck finding a jury that like this. Song 21, Deslocado by Napa from Portugal. Much similar to my thoughts on Greece with Portugal. I don't see it ended up very high, but it works here to help space out the other busier entries. Song 22, Hallucination by Sissal from Denmark. This could be our last place. It's a mess and a miracle it qualified. Song 23, Barabadabastu by Kai from Sweden. Obviously, this is the favourite to win. And as it drew producer's choice, our ever impartial Swedish producer Christer Björkman had free range to put them wherever he wanted to. So he put them in the best slot to mathematically win. Well done, Christer Björkman, 10 out of 10. Song 24, Maman by Luane from France. Sweden could get the wind taken out their sails by France right after though. A big contender for the jury win and potentially to win the whole thing. Song 25, Tutta Italia by Gabri Ponte from San Marino. This is what would ordinarily and usually be our closing song, and that makes a lot of sense. Huge crowd pleasing dance song. It's right out of the Björkman playbook. However, we have a curveball because finally we have song 26, Zierm by Shockdra Electronica from Albania. We've been big supporters of Albania at Vote for the Music for months, and honestly, it's beginning to look like that might be paying off. While no song has won on last in a very long time, it's not impossible. Recently, running orders have followed the trend of ending with a banger, a dance track, something that is just a fun, cathartic end to the night. However, if we take a look at all the running orders since 2013, when producer determined running orders came in, the songs on last which don't adhere to that description are all songs which were considered dark horses, and also ended up being songs that did very, very well in the televote. I believe that's what is happening with Albania here. If a song closes the final, that is just a fun banger, but is not really a viable winner, and isn't really going to change the mind of someone who already has picked their favourite. It's going to get forgotten. But if it's something different, if it's a Grande Amore or a Non mi avete fatto niente or, in fact, a Djerem, then maybe, just maybe, it can win. Maybe we will be going to Tirana next year after all. Either way, that brings us to the end of this show and brings me to my sleep. It's been a great week here in Basel, and I'm very excited to see how it all plays out. Thank you for listening, and remember to vote for the music.
Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast, is a production by Benjamin Windybank and Tadeusz Chiswak. The theme music was produced by Joe Telt and Benjamin Windybank, based upon a composition by Michael Nekrasov. Thank you for listening, and remember to vote for the music.